Hello students, I'm your health teacher, Mr. Grossman. Why don't we start the day off by taking attendance? Let's see. Vincent.
I'm here, Mr. Grossman, ready for a good day of learning.
Sarah.
Here.
Johnny.
What? Oh, yeah, here.
And Orion.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that everyone's been accounted for, let's get on with today's lesson. If you'll look over here, you'll see that today's lesson is about the creation process of Karens. And yes, the school board did decide that due to recent events we must learn about this when we could be doing so much better stuff and with our lives. But I don't really care to actually go on about it, so we're just gonna watch a video about it instead.
Mr. Grossman, didn't you say that there was going to be a pop quiz today?
What?
Nothing, sir.
I hope you all enjoy it and you learn something. I'm gonna go sulk in the corner.
This educational video was brought to you by Floz MG. Due to recent events, there have been more and more Karen sightings, but not everyone understands where they come from, and knowing about the creation process could help us learn how to avoid and defend ourselves from such beings. Hi, I'm Floz MG, and I'm here to teach you about the anatomy and creation of the deadly Karens, because your teacher is too lazy to do it themselves. Most people think Karens are the way they are because of how they were brought up, but that's only partly true. The creation of Karens goes down to an anatomical level. You see, they have an extra gland in their brains that holds a certain chemical that, until triggered, lies dormant. This chemical is called bitumen. It's a chemical that, if the gland is triggered, gets released into the brain and central nervous system, strengthening the host's belief of entitlement and hatred to those that they deem inferior. There are many things that can trigger the release of bitumen, such as being brought up as a child, getting whatever you want when you want it, taught to see those different from you as inferiors, and taught that if anyone's beliefs don't match yours, then they're awful, vile people. Like, bitch, different things exist for a reason. Can you imagine a world where everyone thought exactly the same and there was no individuality? Once bitumen is released, their erratic behaviors are heightened, making them much more rude and violent. For instance, demanding to speak to the manager if things aren't going their way, feeling uncomfortable from someone's appearance and insisting that they leave to ease themselves from the discomfort. Will put down anyone for their sexuality, beliefs, the way they dress, even their skin color, and sometimes will use the Bible to justify their point. Bitch, it also said slave owning was okay. You can't just believe one thing in it and not believe another. It's all or nothing. Excuse me. They will call the authorities on minor things that don't even involve them just because they don't like that it's happening in their presence, or try to get rid of it themselves, but things were not going their way. Newsflash, bitch, but nothing revolves around you. I could name more, but I don't really have the next 20 years free. The key factor to recognize when a Karen approaches you is the haircut. I mean, like, how can you miss that? It's kind of funny how their name is Karen, considering that they don't really care about anyone. Don't blame me for that, the writer is a fan of dad jokes. But the name Karen is actually a well thought out acronym, and it stands for killer, annoying, racist, evil, narcissist, or Karen for short. And don't think I'm leaving guys out of this because, believe it or not, Karens have their male counterparts called Kevins. These Kevins also possess the extra gland within the brain with the same triggers, but the effect of bitchamine within Kevins makes them much more violent than the average Karen. Like Karen, Kevin is also an acronym, and stands for Killer, Evil, Vile, Insidious Nonces. We're using the British abridged version for this. And although both exist, studies show that the worldwide Karen to Kevin ratio is about 5-1, meaning that for every 5 Karens there's 1 Kevin. There are many ways to avoid or defend yourselves from such Karens, but that's for another time. I hope you all learned something about the Karen creation process and mindset. Now be safe and have a good rest of your day. And as for your teacher...
Wake up!
My room is clean, Mom!
Oh. I guess it's over? Just do whatever you want to till the end of class.
Wow, so informing. What'd you think, Johnny? Johnny? Johnny!
I didn't sleep with her either.
It was very informing and you missed it. I'm just glad we're done learning about it.
Hello, students! I'm your coach for gym, and you better get down because we're learning about Karen self-defense. Let's get to it!
Huh, shocker.